A 5% working from home tax. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian Heise here and welcome to another episode of Heise Says. Grab your stein of coffee because this is going to be a good one. You know, we've got all these crazy things in place right now. Mortgage, holidays, job keeper, job seeker, bonuses, trading while insolvent. Why not? We've got everything here. And I constantly and repeatedly ask people, what do you think the next crazy scheme or idea could be? You know, I keep talking about mortgage keeper. But what about a 5% tax for the privileged people who are working from home? What do you reckon? And this is Deutsche Bank researchers. So, hey, come on. I can see people, politicians, picking up on this and thinking, it's not fair that these people get to work from home. They should pay an extra tax. They're privileged. Can you see it? I bloody well can. So, Deutsche Bank researchers call for a 5% privilege tax on people choosing to work from home, with the money given to low-income staff. And thank you to the viewer that sent this to me, because I just have to shake my head. See, and okay, it's from Deutsche Bank. But you've got to realize that this will now, well, it's been published, it's been referred to, then other reporters will pick up onto it, then social media will talk about it like me, and other people will start discussing it. And then maybe a left-leaning authoritarian politician who thinks about all these funny things like, you know, wage gap and wants to take money off one class and redistribute it to another. Can you see it happening? So, working from home should be taxed to help support people on low incomes who cannot do their jobs remotely, Deutsche Bank said Tuesday. People choosing to work from home despite their company providing a permanent desk should pay the tax at 5% of their salary. 5% of their salary. If companies do not offer permanent desks, they should pay instead, the report argued. So you know what? This is just utter ludicrous rubbish, because it's just going to disincentivize hiring people and will get people just be contractors. What about small business people or contractors working from home? They'll be forced to pay another 5% tax. Can you see where this stupidness can evolve to? But, you know, in some ways, this actually does happen. My brother-in-law took a pay cut. He didn't have to pay the remote working he didn't want to work remotely on the mines. He could do more work from home now, thanks to all of these changes. So he's spending less time out there, more time at home, and he's taken a pay cut. And he doesn't mind, because he can go have a surf between meetings and enjoy life a lot more. That's not the same as a tax, but that's losing the remote penalties or bonuses they pay for you to work in the middle of nowhere. Bit different to someone who just happens to work from home when their business has a desk for them. I mean, what happens if you work in a coffee shop? Do you have to pay a tax for the portion you work there? I mean, this is ludicrous. Deutsche said the tax could raise $49 billion per year in the US, $20 billion in Germany, and $7 billion in the UK. Taxes don't raise money. Taxes redistribute money. The government never creates anything. It only moves stuff around. Everything it has, it takes from its citizens. That's what we are for the government. We're their tax cattle to fund future bond payments. The bank said an average worker would not be worse off if they paid the tax, because they were saving money on travel, food, and clothes by working remotely. But it's their bloody choice. I mean, do people really think this garbage through? What this reminds me of is the champagne-sipping socialists who've got absolutely no understanding of the real world, who've never actually worked for themselves, who've only ever been part of a large corporate business. I've encountered that at university. I remember there was a lecturer. I made a comment going, well, you don't really understand what a business is because you've never actually employed someone directly. It's all through the university. And she goes, what? No, I'm your boss. I've hired you here. And I go, well, no, if you're not responsible for making the payments. You're not responsible for making payroll. If you choose to pay your staff, it's not money that could potentially go off your mortgage. So perhaps it's not surprising why I'm not tutoring anymore. So let's have a look. Deutsche Bank said Tuesday that people choosing to work from home rather than in an office should be taxed 5% of their salary, with the money used to support people on low-income jobs who cannot do their jobs remotely. More and more of this rubbish is coming out. What happened to liberty, free choice, and freedom? It's just gone by the wayside, isn't it? Because I bet you there's people here that are also involved in the World Economic Forum and all these other organizations, and these people all talk together, and then they go to professional events and network, and it's the same, just insidious ideas start filtering through, and then some human resources idiots will jump onto it, and then they'll start implementing it privately at businesses, privately. And then the government will start implementing it and forcing it on the small people who really cop it. A new report from the German bank said that the average person would be no worse off. Well, no, they would be if they paid this tax, because by working remotely, they save money on travel, food, and clothes. Yes, they would, because they lose that savings. Right now, if you work from home, you get to keep your 5% and you get those savings. So yes, you would be worse off. Utter garbage here. What's being reported here? Employers should pay the tax. See, another tax on employers employing people. We've already got payroll tax in some parts of the world, which is one of the stupidest taxes in the world. Let's punish businesses for employing people when you want to get rid of employment. We've got so many of these jealousy taxes, such a socialist, left-leaning, authoritarian intervention into our lives. It's just ludicrous. Employers should pay the tax. Otherwise, staff should pay it out of their own salary for every day they work from home. But what if you're sick and working from home? This is just another bloody tax. Can you see? Why do people get paid? See, this is what Deutsche Bank is pissing money away on. Stuff like this. This is research, apparently. This is not research. What value is this adding to the body of knowledge? Oh, let's just invent another tax for another stupid reason. According to Deutsche's calculations, this tax could raise $49 billion per year in the US. What's the opportunity cost of having this money removed from people's personal accounts? What's the opportunity cost of that? I don't give a crap how much the government's going to get. Tell me the opportunity costs of that damage to the purchasing capacity of the average person. The self-employed and low-paid staff should be excluded from the changes, it says. Oh, how generous. The tax should only apply in countries where the government hasn't advised people to work from home, it said. If the government has told people to work from home, the tax would be unfair. All taxes are unfair. If you want to work from home, find a way to work from home. If your job doesn't allow it, then find another job if you really want to work from home. Working from home isn't the bee's bloody knees, guys. Speaking from someone who does it. Okay? Come on. There's some savings, there's some advantages, but there are some advantages to going and working in an office and being in a corporate world. Although I am sitting here wearing my Hawaiian shirt. Working from home will be part of the new norm well after the pandemic has passed. We argue that remote workers should pay a tax for that privilege. A tax for that privilege. Disgusting way of thinking. Privilege to work from home, that you're putting extra time in. Research, and wait till the feminists get onto this one. Oh, it's unfair to women. Men should pay a higher working from home tax. Just wait, it'll happen. Because I'd bet a pretty penny that more women work from home than men. I've got based that on absolutely nothing at all. I've never seen it anyway. That would be. Let me know in the comments, guys, because you think there would be, because more women are generally more caregivers, so they'd want that flexibility. The report argued that the taxes are fair because those working from home have gained many benefits during the pandemic, such as convenience and flexibility, as well as saving money. That means remote workers are contributing less to the infrastructure of the economy while still receiving its benefits, the bank said. Wow. Luke Templeman, Deutsche Bank's theorist, strategist, said, "For years, we've needed a tax on remote workers. COVID just made it obvious." What utter This is just insane. I mean, it's Deutsche Bank. No one's going to take it well. Are people going to take it seriously? We saw how our Greens voted down One Nation's arguments against the Great Reset. They'd probably love this idea. Don't anyone send it to them on Twitter. For the first time in history, a big chunk of people have disconnected themselves from a face-to-face world, yet are still leading full economic life. If the average salary of a work-from-home employee in the US is $55,000, a 5% tax works out to just over $10 per day, Templeman said. The $48 billion raised could pay for $1,500 grants to the 29 million workers who cannot work from home and earn under $30,000. But, well, then change your jobs. I mean, come on. Or put up with it. What about, here's the thing. Everyone is just going to become an individual contractor then to get around this tax. The more taxes you impose on people, the more ways you will warp and twist the market to, well, incentivize people to find ways to get around the taxes. And we've seen that play out here in our housing industry. We've got a housing bubble here in Australia, and that's just, been fueled by tax avoidance. In the UK, an assumed average salary of 46,000 US works out to $9 a day. Oh, whoop-de-doo. Many major businesses are continuing to work remotely amid the uncertainty of the pandemic. Well, yeah, it saves them money on real estate. It saves them money on air conditioning. It saves them money on electricity. What about these people working from home? They'll have additional costs. They'll need to have a home office. They'll need to have electricity. They'll need to be using internet for working from home. Will the 5% take? Could you write that all off against your 5% payroll bloody work from home tax? What about the banks? Maybe we should tax all bankers higher for the privilege they have access to cheaper money. In July, Google extended its work from home policy to summer 2021, while staff at Twitter have been told they can work from home forever. American Express, Airbnb, and Uber have also extended their work from home policies. So there we have it, everyone. What do you think? A 5% work from home tax. Privilege tax. Yeah, just another bloody tax, guys. More of what we need. I'm finding so often the solution to all the world's problems, and I didn't even know it, was just taxes. I mean, they can tax away privilege and then redistribute money. They can just put taxes, and that's going to magically fix the environment. The world is ending in like 4 weeks' time, according to the news. But a tax will fix it, because taxes are the solution to everything. Anyway, have a nice day, guys. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about this 5% privilege tax. What do you reckon? If you're a fan of the channel and you want to support us, there are a few ways you can. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. You can support us using our affiliate links down below from Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or AussieBroadband. You can buy merch from HeiseSays or Teespring, use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.